Children cannot consent to puberty blockers.
Puberty blockers. Right.
What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah. Pretty confronting, actually.
So Billboard Chris is currently campaigning at Flinders Street Station with a sign, "Children cannot consent to puberty blockers," as part of his campaigning work. So what do you think of the sign?
Yeah, well, I think the sign is probably reasonable because children are children. So it seems pretty obvious for me, but I don't know. There are many different perspectives on it, but
What's your perspective?
for me, I think it makes pretty much sense.
Do you think there should be any age restrictions at all on puberty blockers, or do you think any child should be able to access it?
I don't think there should be any at all. Like it really
It depends on the age of the children.
Okay.
I agree to some extent, but it depends on what age the kid is.
So how old do you think a child should be to be able to consent to puberty blockers?
I'd say 18.
Okay.
I'd say
So that make them an adult?
Yeah, no.
I think it's really good that someone chose this because lately everything is kind of criticized.
So what do you think of Billboard Chris's sign, "Children cannot consent to puberty blockers"?
I'm for it because I believe children are too sensitive to discuss all these topics, and it is up to their parents to decide. And it's pretty new for the society, so it's a great challenge. At the end of the day, the family has to decide for the kids. So I'm up for it.
I don't have time to have a big conversation, but I think you can't really generalize a statement like that. And kids should be able to go on puberty blockers if they want to. It doesn't make any long-term negative outcomes. So.
No, on the fence a bit. I don't think we should be telling anyone what they should be doing. I think it's up to the individual and depends on the child, the family, and the circumstances of the case.
puberty blockers really just give you time in a way that prevents you from experiencing quite extreme dysphoria of going through a puberty you don't want, and allow you to do that without having to make such a large decision as a child.
I think they know how they feel, and it depends on context and everything to make it the right decision for them.
What's your opinion?
That is my opinion.
Just depends on context.
Yeah, like kids know how they feel, so they may not be. It's all about like how they feel. Then the adults or mature guardians around them can help them.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Why do you think that?
Because everyone has a right, and also children. I mean, it depends what age, but like,
Do you think there's like a limit? Like, so is a certain age that a child should be where they would be informed to make that decision?
no.
No?
I think if you want to do what you want to do, change your gender, that's not under my control. You can do that. But if you want to start implementing chemical changes to your body, maybe wait a little while.
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of mixed. I think you'd know from an early age their decision. Like, I do believe there are children that are, as young as 4 that can make that decision.
Do you think that a child who is not a medical professional could ever be fully informed in making a decision like that?
Not medically informed, but more, I guess, spiritually informed, which I don't know if that's even an answer, but I do believe that children do know that that's what they want to do in life.
The children are the ones who are struggling with their gender, so they should be the ones who are making decisions on their gender and what they're doing, informing them of how the puberty blockers will change their bodies, but giving them the choice ultimately.
Do you think there should be a limit on that, or do you think any child at any age should be able to make that decision? Any age?
I think you can know at any age.
And what if they were like, so for example, like 7, 8 years old, they want to, for example, start taking these puberty blockers, they're saying they might be a different gender?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I just think, maybe, depends. I mean, I know children's brains are not developed.
Do you think that there should be any age limit with a child wanting to access puberty blockers?
I don't know if I have like a number in my head, but I think like once kids can start thinking for themselves, then they have the right to choose those sorts of things.
Could a child who is not a medical professional be ever fully informed in a decision taking puberty blockers that would stop those developmental changes in their bodies?
That's a hard question.
I'd say probably not, to
Probably
be honest.
not, yeah.
No.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Well, I mean, look, like your frontal lobe's not fully developed until you're 25 or whatever. You can't really make, I don't know. I was a pretty stupid kid. I'm still a pretty stupid kid, you know. I don't think I could make very, but you'd have to be pretty well informed and probably advised by people who know what they're talking about, you know.
You know, transness and queerness is a very inert human thing that exists. And if it's being taught, it means more people have the ability to sort of explore that within themselves. And like, if they know about it, then they can go, oh, that might be me, or that might not be me, and whatever.
I think around 13 years old, a kid cannot take the ultimate decision, but he can know what you are talking about if you give him the information.
I don't disagree with what the Billboard says, because the Billboard is fairly neutral, like it's just a regular opinion, but I just don't think someone like that is going to be very friendly.
What's up, everyone? I need you to like and subscribe to AW Today.